Matt Gaetz is a well-known U.S. politician, serving as a representative from Florida. He gained attention for his strong political views and his close support of former President Donald Trump. Known for his bold statements and involvement in key issues, Gaetz quickly became a rising star in the Republican Party. However, despite his political success, Gaetz's personal life started attracting controversy. In 2021, he was linked to a serious scandal involving sex trafficking and underage girls. The controversy grew when the FBI began investigating him due to his connection with Joel Greenberg, a former Seminole County tax collector. Greenberg was arrested on charges including sex trafficking minors, and it was revealed that Gaetz might have been involved in some of these activities. These accusations shocked the public and put Gaetz in the spotlight for all the wrong reasons. Despite his growing political career, this scandal threatened to ruin his reputation. Gaetz denied all allegations, claiming that he was being targeted by his political enemies. However, the scandal remained in the news and led to a major debate about his future in politics. In 2021, Matt Gaetz was accused of being involved in a sex trafficking scandal. The charges were connected to his associate, Joel Greenberg, a former tax collector in Seminole County, Florida. Greenberg was arrested and faced several criminal charges, including sex trafficking of minors. During the investigation, authorities found that Greenberg had ties to Gaetz, and it was reported that Gaetz might have been involved in the activities. The allegations claimed that Gaetz paid for sex with underage girls and used his political influence in exchange for these favors. It was suggested that the two men were part of a network involved in trafficking young women. Gaetz was accused of meeting women online and paying them for sex while using his status as a political figure to help facilitate these encounters. The accusations were serious and led to a lot of public shock. Gaetz strongly denied the allegations, claiming he was being targeted by political opponents. Despite his denials, the scandal created a huge media frenzy and raised questions about his personal life and political future. The FBI opened an investigation into the case, further fueling the public interest in the story. The FBI launched an investigation into Matt Gaetz after it was discovered that his associate, Joel Greenberg, had a history of criminal activity, including sex trafficking minors. Greenberg's arrest in 2020 triggered the investigation, as he was accused of running a sex trafficking operation. During the investigation, evidence suggested that Gaetz might be involved in these activities. The FBI began looking into whether Gaetz had been connected to Greenberg's crimes, particularly regarding the trafficking of young women. As the story broke, the media jumped on the scandal, with many news outlets extensively covering the case. They reported on Gaetz's connection to Greenberg, fueling public curiosity and speculation. The media also followed every development in the investigation, amplifying the story and making it a nationwide topic. This put a lot of pressure on Gaetz, as the allegations were front and center in the public eye. In response, Gaetz publicly denied the accusations. He stated that he was being targeted by political enemies and that the allegations were part of a larger scheme to discredit him. Gaetz claimed that he was the victim of a politically motivated attack and that he had done nothing wrong. Despite his defense, the investigation continued to raise doubts and stir public controversy. When the news of Matt Gaetz's alleged involvement in the scandal broke, the public reaction was filled with outrage and disbelief. Many people were shocked by the seriousness of the accusations, especially since Gaetz was a prominent political figure. His supporters were divided, with some defending him, while others felt betrayed and outraged. His political party, the Republicans, also faced a crisis, as the scandal put the party's reputation at risk. Some Republican leaders called for Gaetz to step down, while others remained loyal, citing the lack of proof. The media played a huge role in spreading the story. News outlets quickly picked up the scandal, digging deep into Gaetz's past, searching for any evidence that could support the allegations. Reporters also focused on his personal life, bringing attention to his relationships and past behavior. Rumors and speculations about Gaetz's actions were widely shared, creating a media frenzy that intensified the pressure on him. The political fallout from the scandal was severe. Gaetz's relationships with his colleagues and supporters were strained. Many of his fellow Republicans became hesitant to publicly support him, fearing that the controversy could hurt their own careers. As the investigation continued, Gaetz found himself isolated in the political world, with his future uncertain. The legal consequences for Matt Gaetz could be serious. If the FBI investigation finds enough evidence, Gaetz could face criminal charges, including sex trafficking and involvement in illegal activities with minors. These charges could result in legal battles, fines, or even prison time. However, if the evidence isn't strong enough, Gaetz might be acquitted or have the charges dropped. The investigation is ongoing, and the final outcome remains uncertain. Politically, the scandal has already had a huge impact on Gaetz's career. Many of his colleagues in Congress and political supporters have distanced themselves from him. His reputation has been severely damaged, and his political future is in jeopardy. The scandal also raises questions about the trustworthiness of politicians and could lead to increased scrutiny of other political figures in the future. The public's faith in Gaetz has been shaken, and his ability to continue serving in Congress may depend on the results of the investigation and his ability to regain public trust. Surviving the controversy will be difficult for Gaetz. If the allegations prove true, it could mark the end of his political career. However, if he is cleared of all charges, he might attempt to rebuild his image. The ongoing media coverage will continue to shape the public's perception of him, making it challenging to move forward. Matt Gaetz has strongly denied all the allegations against him, claiming that he is innocent and has done nothing wrong. He has suggested that the accusations are part of a setup to discredit him by his political enemies. Gaetz argues that the investigation is politically motivated and that he is being targeted because of his outspoken support for former President Donald Trump. He has also called the media coverage unfair, accusing news outlets of spreading false information and damaging his reputation without evidence. Despite the serious nature of the scandal, some fellow Republicans have come to Gaetz's defense. They argue that the allegations are just rumors and that he should not be judged before the investigation is complete. They also criticize the media for what they see as biased reporting, claiming that Gaetz is being unfairly attacked because of his conservative views. Some Republican leaders have continued to support him, insisting that he deserves a fair chance to clear his name. The investigation is still ongoing, and the outcome is uncertain. If the FBI finds evidence of wrongdoing, Gaetz could face serious legal and political consequences. On the other hand, if the investigation clears him, he may be able to rebuild his political career. The public and political reaction will depend on the investigation's findings. The scandal involving Matt Gaetz remains unresolved, and its impact on his political career is still uncertain. As the investigation continues, many are left wondering whether Gaetz will be charged with crimes or whether he will be able to clear his name. The controversy has already shaken his public image and his position in politics, with many questioning whether he can recover from this scandal. The lasting effect on his career depends on the outcome of the investigation and how the public responds. This situation raises many open-ended questions about truth, justice, and the influence of public figures. How should society react when accusations are made against a politician? Can the truth be fully known in such complex cases? These are questions that will likely continue to be debated as the case unfolds. The Gaetz scandal also highlights the dangers of fame and the way personal lives intertwine with politics. In today's media-driven world, even small mistakes or accusations can be blown out of proportion. Politicians, like any public figures, face intense scrutiny, and their personal lives are often examined in detail. This can lead to career-ending consequences, regardless of whether the accusations are true. It's a reminder of how difficult it can be to separate politics from personal integrity.